All right, we are live, and I'd love to welcome the return of the Big Guilty Cigar podcast. I know I've been going for a minute, for about 2 months. I've been away for a little bit of a time, but I'm
Yeah,
back on a Sunday, a little football pregame, you know. And I am joined by my boy Sosa, the Cigar Social. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
what's up, man? How's everything over there in Jersey?
Jersey's good, man. Friday it was freezing, man. It was bad up here, man.
Yeah.
Friday
It's
was
like
bad.
60 right now here, I
But
think. Something like that. It's not bad.
you guys got it good, man. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys do you get snow in Alabama?
I only been here like maybe 2 years. I haven't seen snow yet, but
You got
I'm at
it.
a local.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like it's like so. Friday. The best way to describe Friday is like that cold that stick to you that it take you like 15. Like even when you get inside heat, it still
Yeah,
takes like 15 minutes to warm up.
yeah, I got you. It's a
Yeah.
wet cold too, because when I was in Alaska,
Yeah. Oh my God.
man, it was so cold, but it's like a dry cold, so it's like bearable. But you still know that it's like -20 out, but you
Mm.
still able to do some stuff outside.
Yeah. How'd you end up in Alaska?
I'm in the army, so
Okay.
that's why. Yeah,
Wow. Also, you were stationed out there for how long?
I was out there 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, were you at the part of Alaska where it goes from like where it's like daytime for 6 months and then
Hmm.
night for 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's northern Alaska is mostly like that, but like lower Alaska, it's the same thing, but it's not
Yeah.
as bad.
So how's it functioning like that?
It's because the way the equator's set up during like the summer and winter months. So
Yeah.
in summer months you get mostly sunlight, so you get like 22 hours of sunlight. So that's why. And then as the Earth rotates, it goes back to the winter time. It only gets
Yeah.
like 2 seasons, so it's kind of cool, I guess.
That has to be like because like you wake up, it's sunny outside. Go to bed, it's sunny outside. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's an uncomfortable feeling, but you get used to it.
yeah,
A lot of people get like depression, like sickness from like not getting vitamin D from the sun too. So it's kind
yeah,
of,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I guess it just depends on your mindset too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like a lot of like nowadays, a lot of people don't get enough vitamin D because they're not outside. Everybody's
Hmm.
in. Everybody's is mostly just you know at home, laptop, not getting any or on the gaming system, especially kids now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
if the kids aren't going to school,
There's on
they're
their
right.
tablet or whatever.
Exactly.
You gotta get
You
them
got
outside, man. Get them
yeah,
sick.
yeah, yeah, man. So was your first cigar in the military?
Nah, my first cigar, I guess it wasn't a part of the military. It was just like me on my own, really.
Okay.
I never really got introduced to cigars until like I guess 2, 3. Oh, well, my family grows like tobacco back in the Republic, and I always see my grandfather like roll up tobacco himself and
Yeah.
just smoke
Okay.
that. But like, always been against it, the smoking. But
Mm-hmm.
then I just educated myself about like inhaling and like I thought it would affect my running too.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so one day, like 2, 3 years ago, I just decided to pick one up from like Total Wine in Washington
Mhm.
State, and the guy
Yeah.
educated me on it, and then I just started from there and then my girl's dad, he smokes cigars like religiously,
Wow.
and he got me into it, and then we just
Yeah.
collect cigars together, so it's kind of cool.
That's fire.
I travel though to get cigars. Like I went to your
Yeah.
shop. I went to a shop in Atlanta like 3 days ago. That was pretty cool. I travel a lot,
Yeah. So
unfortunately.
yeah, what was your favorite spot? Like we went to, where'd you go to in Atlanta? To what cigar lounge?
Atlanta. I went to a cigar lounge in Atlanta called a Jefe. I mean, I'm not sponsored by them or anything,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
any means, but they have a cigar there by Definition Cigar Company, I think it's called, that
Okay.
I really, really want to try. And then I looked it up on their website, and they had it. And this
Yeah.
lady there, she was super nice. And then we had a little conversation, and then got my cigars and left. But that cigar shop is pretty nice. It's pretty parking's not that good, but the actual cigar lounge has a good vibe to it. So
Atlanta's Atlanta's like a whole different scene when it comes to cigars because it's
yeah,
like it's like a club. Well, everything in Atlanta is a club,
yeah.
you know,
But this one wasn't like in the center of Atlanta. It was like 9 minutes away from the airport. It was kind of convenient
nice.
for me. So we went there, and it was pretty good. I liked
Like
it. She was like a old sheriff or something. It was
yeah.
nice.
So my dad lives in Atlanta, and he works at the airport.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm at to tell him to stop by there one day. He tries to smoke cigars every now and again. He'll try to get
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it. He'll show me that he's smoking like a Romeo by Juliet, something like, and then so he'll smoke he'll buy it and smoke the first third.
Mm,
You know, so
okay.
like so he'll go and he'll smoke the first third, and that'll be it. And I'm like, really? And mind you, like it's my dad, so if I have something good, you know, I always go and break him off something good, something that I know he can handle,
Yeah.
you know, and he'll go and throw it out. I'm like, or he'll be like, all right, I'm done. I'm like, leave it there. I'll smoke it later. you know, I'll go leave it there. I'll like, don't throw it out. I'll smoke it later. Like, you're not gonna waste you're not gonna waste that cigar.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm like, did you leave it there, Dad? They're like, what? Like, it makes me sick. I'm like, all right, whatever. He's just a lightweight. And so,
Hey,
and, and
when you went to Atlanta, did you go to the lounge with him?
no. So my brother took me to that spot by the Braves Stadium, the Rocky Retail
Uh,
spot
Might
down
never
by.
been.
Yeah, it's right. It's like 2 minutes from where the Braves play at. Like
Mm,
if I would say this, it's a smart location to have because once the game is done, you get all those people walking,
yeah. So
from the
Yankee
game.
Stadium has the same thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it's called Dome. No, Papa Juan in
Papa
the
Juan, yeah,
Bronx. Yeah, I've
yeah,
been to
Papa
that one.
Juan's, yeah,
Yeah, I went to that one to get some Blackbird cigars from there.
yes. Papa Juan's was actually one of my first, like, besides like because Rebel was the first lounge I ever went into. That's the first time I picked up cigars at a spot in Newark, and then I was hanging with my friends, and mind you, it was like 12 at night, and I'm in the cigars. I'm like, yo, I need a cigar. So they drove me to Papa Juan's. I went inside, grabbed. I had no idea that it was Papa Juan's
Yeah, yeah.
until later. Like, no,
Okay.
yeah. So my homegirl was like, oh well, we went to that spot called Papa Juan's. That's why I was so close to my house. I'm like, man, if I knew this place was close to your house, I would always be there. Oh, she's like, oh man, she's like, oh, that's how you are now,
Yeah.
you know?
I've been there twice, two, three times. It's not bad, but
Okay.
I never stayed. I don't. I never stayed and like sit down because I didn't know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, you know what? So it's funny. I actually went there one time, and my one one guy who used to work for my hotel security. He popped in there. He's a big cigar smoker.
mm,
He popped in there, and we bumped into each other. And we chopped it up for like 45 minutes to an hour. Just had to smoke a cigar, catching up, stuff like that. So it was kind of crazy. Like it was like a small world because he said that he frequents that spot.
mm,
He goes, yeah, I'm in the city. I'm always like, I'm always. I tell everybody, I'm like, yo, y'all come out by me. Y'all come out to Sanchez. And they're
yeah,
like, yeah, but the traffic. I go, listen, leave your house around like 10:30. This way you don't got to deal with the traffic of the GW. You get over there, and I'm telling you, man, like, like once you go there, it's gonna be hard for you to go to these city spots and end up paying that 75%. But the good thing is that most places they don't kill you with that
Yeah.
unless you go to somewhere like I don't know if you've been to the Monte Cristo on 52nd Street,
No,
like there.
I don't do like mainstream cigar shops. I do
Yeah,
like local stuff
yeah,
mostly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll hit you with 75%.
Yeah. Because they
But
have to. I mean, they
yeah,
have to.
they
They
have
have
to.
to.
Yeah, they have to. So so like when you go to a place like Papa Juan's, there's a few spots. Like one of my coworkers, he goes to a spot on Pelham Parkway.
What's the name of it?
Uh, I
Because
forgot the name of it.
there's some good spots at Pelham. Like there's like a
Yeah,
golf course back there. There's some good
yeah.
spots.
Oh, you know what? Like that's the you know, there's I had no like the Bronx could have they got like 5 or 6 like lounges. Well, up in the Heights, I know that there's one spot that I go to. I don't go to, but I've been to once or twice. There's one on 214, and they make their own cigars. Then there's a spot on 238th and in Broadway.
Mm, okay.
There's a cigar lounge there. You know who goes? It's Mayor Adams goes there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
cool.
yeah, exactly. Like Mayor Adams actually goes there, and he's like he, but one thing about him is that he sits there and just pretty much like parties till no tomorrow.
I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't do that.
you know, anything that happens, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning. There's a shooting. Mayor Adams is there. He's like a van. He doesn't sleep at all. Like he's always on the news. Like there's never been a camera that he didn't like.
I mean, New York is a pretty big city, so there's always
Yeah,
something going on, good or
yeah,
bad. Especially like Chicago too. I've been to
yeah.
Chicago a few times. There's always something going
But you grew up in Harlem, so like when like at what
on.
age did you leave Harlem?
Yeah. I joined at the age of like 20. I had my 21st birthday in basic training. So like 10 years ago, I guess. But my
Wow,
grandma still lives there, so
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. What was your spots back in the day, man? Living
What
in
do you
Harlem.
mean? Oh, in Harlem? I didn't do much, man. I was a homebody always, man. But I always went like do sports and stuff like the polo grounds. I used to go there,
Yeah,
play baseball and basketball too.
yeah.
The YMCA that's back there. I used to go there. That's it though. Then from
Mm,
school to like college, and then that's it.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a homebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Still am, but I like to travel though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely like to travel. I've been pretty much everywhere in America except for like the west side of like we're from Texas to California. That lower half. I went to Washington and Oregon, but that lower half I haven't traveled yet, but I will.
Mm. So where's been your favorite part so far?
Favorite parts, a favorite city. I do by like cities and like states, I
Yeah.
guess. Favorite city would be Chicago. It's cleaner than New
Okay.
York. It's
Okay.
cleaner than New York. People are not like they're fast paced, but like they have like that medium. Um, Another city, Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City's pretty nice. They have a good like super clean. Everybody's so nice. What else? Tennessee, Nashville. It's a wild place,
Yeah,
man.
that's what everybody say, man. Everybody say that about.
Nashville. That's where that lady, that Hawk Tour lady, got famous and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
different vibe, man.
Mm,
Yeah, it's nice. It's super clean. Everybody has a gun, so nobody's like messing with you. So it's nice.
nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
Nashville.
what made you start the YouTube channel?
How do I say this? I guess I just was bored one day and it just, I got into cigars like deeply. Actually got into cigars and I had no way to like how to keep my cigar like diary, I guess, like which ones I like, which ones I don't. So now I just make a video of cigars that I like and I just post them. Like I don't do it for like getting famous or anything because I have a daytime job or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so that keeps me busy. But this is like like a pastime. It's nice. It's a good hobby, I guess. You meet
yeah,
a lot of cool people. I travel places, so I like actually like look up places that I want to go to and like look up cigar shops during the way, and then I just stop by, say hello. No, I know I don't tell anybody about my channel or whatever because I don't. It's not that type of channel, I guess. I don't
yeah.
publicize it like most people do.
Well, you came by us, like
Yeah, but you didn't know I had like the channel
not
like I
at all,
like I
and at
did.
all,
Yeah,
like
I,
you know,
you didn't know like the job that I do or anything.
uh,
So I just keep it natural. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I
and
don't like handouts either. So
yeah,
I don't. It's probably because I'm in the military, but I don't like handouts, man.
yeah.
There's
Well,
nothing free.
yeah, there isn't.
There's
Every
nothing.
every everything has a price.
Yeah, I don't. I pay for everything I own, man.
Yeah.
I can't-
Well, but that's that military mindset, man. You know, like it's like that. It's like that saying. The rent is due every day.
yeah, for sure.
The rent is due every day, and you got to put the work in to pay it. So
Yeah.
you know, well,
So I don't know. It was a diet, pretty much like a place to put my cigars. And probably if I go to a place that I really like, I'll make a video there if I have
yeah,
time. Because it takes
yeah,
time. I don't want to
yeah,
do it by pressure either. It takes time. So
yeah,
that's it.
yeah. So so like Sanjay's stories are pretty interesting, right?
He's a good guy, man. He has a bunch of stories. I just I listen to people, so I sit back and listen. Well, I mean, you learn something from everybody. So
Yeah, and and you go back and you hear his history.
yeah, yeah,
You hear the history. You hear just like how long he's been in the business, the process of him making the cigar.
yeah.
It's
Cool, man. It's
yeah,
that's passion, man. That's more than dedication. That's just
yeah. And
that's
he
his
listen,
life.
it's his life. He loves the industry.
Yeah. It
That's
seems like he
why.
helps a lot of people too, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, he's probably one of the most charitable, and you know, even up through the front, they said the same thing. He goes, "You are the most." He told some. He's like, "You're the most, one of the most genuine people." You know, like, like Sanchez. If it's a charity or anything for a cause, he has no problem giving
Yeah,
because his motto is always do good.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So time that he can help somebody else, he's always going to do it. So you know, it's like it's people like that really make you look at yourself and say, all right, what can I do to make somebody else day a little bit better,
yeah. I try to do that too.
yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure. Man.
yeah, have you been to the Newman factory down in Tampa?
No, I haven't had the chance to go down there. No, it's too far. Like it's just far enough not to fly, but too far to drive down there.
Yeah,
Does that makes sense?
my son, he lives in Tampa.
Okay.
So every time I go to Tampa, I'm like, all right, I need to hit these spots up.
Yeah.
Like I need to hit these spots up so this way I can be able to really explore, like, because like Tampa and Miami, they're very very like comparable when it comes to cigar culture.
Mm.
Tampa has Ybor City, and Miami's Miami. Like most companies blend in Miami. So
Yeah.
like
I mean, it's a bunch of Cubans down there, so that's
exactly.
why.
So
Yeah.
like,
That's cool.
but my goal really is next time I go is to schedule that tour for the JC Newman tour,
Mm. I
and
got you.
actually, yeah, and actually go through and you know take that experience in and learn, and you be able to learn a little bit more.
Okay. What
Yeah.
cigar do you like by them mostly?
So you know like the see now I gotta go through the Rolodex. like I like a Diamond Crown.
Diamond Crown's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I smoked that one. Um, I've smoked their New Connecticut.
I'm not into Connecticut's like that. I haven't
Yeah,
had a good one yet.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man. So like
But then again, I haven't been searching for like, more
yeah,
Connecticut. Yeah.
like one Connecticut that I enjoy is the Guns Girls Gold.
I never
But
heard of that one.
that one is by that cigar right there is by what's his name? Caldwell.
Okay.
That one's
Yeah,
really good.
I never heard it.
Sanj has a really good Connecticut. The RS88 Connecticut
Yeah.
is really, really good. Yeah, that either either in a Toro or even in the Lancero, they're both really good. But in my opinion, they're two different cigars because they taste like to me they taste totally different because of the Vitola.
Hmm.
So that's really good. I'm trying to think of another Connecticut that I had that's really um actually well the Pordomo 30th is really good.
Is this Champagne? Is it Connecticut
Oh,
too?
oh no, 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 no.
No.
No. So, listen. Don't get me started on that cigar. Don't get me started on that cigar. All right, like I can go on a whole rant about that. But like
Wait.
the 30-year Connecticut is actually really really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have to
30-year
try it.
Connecticut.
I'll
Yeah,
take your word for it. I'll try it.
yeah. But I for some reason I cannot have the Habano because
Why is that?
it gives me like really bad acid reflux.
Um, I
So
wonder
that
why.
one does like that cigar does, and then the I had the inch. Um, I had one of the inches by by Ipicaria, and
Hmm.
I tried to tough it out, and I couldn't. I threw up like 2 times from smoking that.
Hmm. That's not good.
Yeah, so yeah, you know what? It was frustrating because like at first I was enjoying the cigar, but I felt it building up. Then I'm like, all right, let me try to drink some water and maybe it'll calm it down. Nope.
Mm.
By halfway through, I was done. I was throwing up in the bathroom because the acid reflux from it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I that's the same thing. That's the same thing I said. And and I spoke to I asked Sanj about it. He was like, it's certain stuff in that leaf, you
That
know,
makes sense.
that 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 can
Maybe the
cause that.
fermentation process too. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what.
yeah. It's like that's really one thing that I really want to learn about too is just like being in the field and being in the room of the fermentation and then picking it and just the whole process behind the scenes and I have a brand owner right there with me every single day. And it's one thing to hear about it. It's nothing to see it.
Yeah.
Because no matter how many times somebody can tell you about something, until you see it yourself, then it finally clicks for you.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So you know,
Have you been to like any other states? I guess any other like things you like cigar shops or anything like that in a different state?
um, man, I've been so I'm trying to think of where I've been in the last since I started smoking. I've been I've been down to Miami a few times. So I've been to City Cigars in Miami, which was a really good spot. I've been to in Boston. I've been to a few lounges in Boston. None in Connecticut. I've been to one back home, back in New Rochelle. Um, it's owned by a cop, Detective Robley. I think it's called Cousins Cigar Lounge in New Rochelle. So
Okay.
I've been there. Um, I've been like well, I've been to Cigars at Sunrise. You know, Casa. what I think it's Casa del Rudy or Tobacco del Rudy, but Rudy's spot is one of my favorite spots. I love Rudy. Rudy's one of the best people I know. So his spot's out in Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been to the Ashton Lounge down in Philly. That was
Okay.
cool. So it was I've been to a few places, but home is home. So I always no matter if I visit that shop on time, I always go back home to you know
Yeah.
back to Sanjay.
Local
So
spot. Yeah.
yeah. So
Were you ever scared like what's like cigars like your health or whatever? Because I
nah.
mean I'm pretty like I'm a pretty healthy guy I guess, but
Yeah.
I don't drink much or anything like that. But then I got into it and then it's not that bad. Like I
Well,
haven't had any negative side effects about it. If anything, I have positive.
I think like with cigars, when it comes to like, I think the only thing that um you know the only problems that I see sometimes is if I have a cigar too late at night.
Yeah, you wake up. I mean, you can't
Yeah,
sleep or whatever.
yeah, so that's
Yeah,
the only issue that I've had. Other than that, I've been great for the most part.
yeah, I got
So,
you.
like it's funny, like the joke, the running joke is, smoking cigars adds a year or two to your life, just because you're able to de-stress.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know
Yeah,
that's always the running joke, is like, it's like a cigar a day keeps the doctor away.
yeah, makes sense.
So
I was
you know
scared at the beginning, man. I tried it once and then let it go for like a month, and then I kept on trying it again because I don't really need it. Like, you don't really
yeah,
need a cigar. You don't get the same craving as if you were to like do like Zins or anything like that.
yeah,
And I tried Zins before, like to study or whatever, but I don't get addicted to things. I don't have addictive personality.
yeah.
So that's probably
Like,
why.
I think cigars are one thing that, like, it's not like you crave it. It's one of those things that, if you have time in your day, you know,
Yeah,
you find time for it. Like, it's not
yeah,
like one of those things where it's like, I gotta have a cigar, I gotta have a cigar. There's days like there's days where I won't have a cigar. There's sometimes where I won't be able to get a cigar for 3 days.
yeah, me too.
So, like, because it's all about your surroundings.
Yeah,
But it's not like something like a cigarette where it's like you have to have it or you
yeah,
need it if you're going through withdrawals. Like, cigars is one of those
yeah,
things where you can always leave it and come back to.
yeah. It's kind of nice. I like it.
Yeah. So, as far as health risks, I don't think there's any really big health risks. So.
Yeah. For me, I was taking this class in like the army because I fly,
Mm-hmm.
and they were. I mean, it's true, but they said like your body feels like you're 5,000 feet
Mm.
when you're at like the surface. So if
Yeah.
you're like at 8,000 feet and you add 5,000 to that, that's where how your body feels. But
Mm.
with cigars, since you don't inhale it, I haven't had that experience with like hypoxia or anything like that yet. But something to be mindful of or whatever. But I don't smoke enough to have that problem. I don't think so.
Yeah. So Buzz Donald said, "I definitely be craving though." No shame. I
I
will say that.
bet. I mean, cigars are nice, but you don't really need it. Need
Yeah.
it. No shame. No shame.
Yeah,
That's
man.
funny.
Yeah. You know what? But there are some days, man, where you just like, yo, I'm stressed out. I need a cigar. Like, there are some days where you be like,
Yeah, I can
yo,
see it.
I can't deal with this. I'm like, I need a cigar
Yeah, but in
ASAP.
wintertime, it's kind of hard to smoke because I'm an outdoor smoker. I like smoking outside or like in a well ventilated lounge.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard
Well,
in wintertime.
you know what? Like, for me, like, man, I be toughing it out, man. Like, so, like,
I
if I
can't
work
do it.
if I work
Can't do it.
overtime if I work overtime at work, and it'll be like it'll be like low 30s, like upper 30s, close to 40. I'll throw on my hoodie, I'll throw on my coat, and I'll take my ass right outside and be and be smoking right there on Fifth Avenue.
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I can't do it. It's too
Yeah.
cold, man. Too cold. Imagine working imagine if I were in Alaska doing the like smoking. I can't I can't
Oh,
do it.
that's different. That's different. That you don't.
Yeah, but
It's
yeah, you
like
have to go to a lounge for that. You have to.
yeah, you know. Uh, uh, Buzz says honestly, I crave leisure time, but the cigars and sometimes whiskey, and just a byproduct of that. You know what? A good
Yeah.
like now now.
What type of bourbon does he do normally? I'm curious about bourbon, man. 'Cause I don't. It's not that I don't like bourbon. I just haven't found the right one, I guess. But
Now, do you do rum? Do you do rum with your
normally I don't drink liquor that heavily. I guess I do like maybe a cup or two a month, if that. If I'm
Okay.
at a social event, I'll probably drink some.
Yeah.
But I know people pair their cigars with like bourbon and whiskey and
Yeah.
all types of liquors. I just can't find the right one.
So like for me, like I know like if I drink rum, it's gonna add some sweetness to the cigar just because of the
Yeah,
fact the rum is sweet. Like but you know I would say this like sometimes like a bourbon can really, especially if you have a really good, it can really coat the palate, and
hmm
on the inhale it can really kind of change the taste of it a little bit for the first couple of pulls.
hmm
So like because so normally like if I'm having a bourbon with my cigar, this is I know some people might judge me for this, but I'll do like a chaser. So I'll take my sip, I do a chaser, of either water or soda, whatever, and then I'll go back to my cigar.
yeah. I do. I pair with diet like Coke Zero.
Yeah,
I do water, Dr Pepper for sure. Uh, that's it. Well, cherry Dr Pepper too. I don't know if you tried that, but that's pretty good. But
yeah,
coffee mostly. Oh, water. That's it. Rum I do sometimes, but I'm not a big heavy drinker, so
yeah. Like like you know, I may drink like 3 times a month. Like I had a drink last night of something called, I think it's called Redwood. But it was
okay.
their rye, so it
Okay.
was like really really good, really flavorful, and it was only around like $47.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, so the price point wasn't bad, and the liquor itself was actually really really good. It had a smooth finish to it. I was like, all right, this could be like something that I have on the regular. So
Try it out one day. You gotta send me a picture of it, see what it looks like.
it's funny. You see, he just said try any redwood. Wow, that's crazy. He just typed try any redwood bourbon, and I
Yeah,
was just
you have to send me a picture of that so I can
yeah,
look it up.
yeah,
Man,
man. Red,
the
that stuff.
closest like liquor,
That's
like
crazy.
major liquor store, it's probably Total Wine, but it's like an hour
Yeah.
away. No, 2 hours away, like 2 hours
Well,
away.
you know what? You might be able to find it in your local shop.
We'll
But
see.
I would say this in your local shop, man. Like they might have some gems in there just because of the fact that nobody really, especially if there's not a lot of hardcore bourbon or whiskey drinkers in there. Like
Yeah.
they'll just have that stuff in there, you know, and it'll just sit on the shelf because people don't know what it is. But
Okay.
yeah, but Redwood, the rye was really really good. I actually enjoyed that one. It actually got because they when I was there they had 3 different bottles, so I'm gonna have to go and pick up the other two.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
try it out next time I go.
yeah, yeah. But what are you smoking on?
The SP Silver that I got from Saj's shop. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
nice.
I enjoyed it.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, I like it. I try the black, and I tried I don't think I tried the red, but the silver I really enjoy because he explained like the flavors to me, and I can relate to the flavors. And this will be the second one or the third one that I had, and I always get it's consistent, so I like it. It's well constructed too.
Yeah. So, Buzz, to answer your question, man, I like to smoke with people, like because it's one thing like when you're there and like if I'm reviewing a cigar and some like I don't review cigars, but like if Sans goes, oh, smoke this, put your phone away, and then I know, okay, all right, well, I'll go somewhere where nobody's around me, and I'll have something to drink, and I'll just smoke the cigars and be in my thoughts, and that's how you know, and that's what I'll do, like But most of the time, I like to be around people. I like to socialize, so I like to be around people and and have a cigar and be able to enjoy that cigar, but also to just you know just really taking the environment and have a good cigar, like because even if
Yeah,
you're having a good conversation, you can always tell when you're having a really good cigars.
yeah. When I went to your shop, that's like one of the first times I went there with my girl, and it was a good it was a good experience for her too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was nice. I like doing like at least with a one more person to smoke a cigar with, not like a big group or anything.
yeah.
Because if it gets too loud, I get uncomfortable.
No, that's where like it's too many voices in one room and it's too
Yeah.
chaotic. Oh,
Uh, I smoke alone sometimes. It's kind of nice to like study and stuff, but that's it.
oh, one sec. I'm sorry. I have to say hello to my Lord Barris, Tony, the soy sauce assassin.
What's up, Tony?
Yeah, I got because I don't know if you watch Dragon Ball, but you see if you watch Dragon Ball, you know what Barris can do. Yeah, listen, man, like Black Label stuff is really good. I like Black Label. Black Label Trading Company is really good. Hey man, you got to get the you got to hit the website, man, for and get some stuff shipped down there. All I'm gonna say is should I smoke this? That's it. I can't put the rest of it, but just go to should I smoke this, and all the Sandra stuff is right there. Yep. Yep. My man Skinny Money in the building. Man. So I wish you to met Skinny, man. Skinny's good people, man. That's my
Really?
guy right there. Yeah, man.
Does he go to the shop often?
He comes up like twice a month because
Okay.
he lives down in Philly, so he'll drive up from
Oh,
Philly.
it's a
Yeah,
drive. I've been to
yeah.
Philly a few times though. I've been to
The
Philly.
Don.
Philly's nice.
I
Philly's
like
nice.
Philly. I
Yeah.
like Philly City, man.
It depends on what part of Philly though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know what? It's
I've been all over Philly, so
yeah.
I know.
You know what? It's crazy. Some parts of Philly remind me of like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Some parts of Philly remind me of Brooklyn. And I'm like, all right, I'm back home. I'm back home in Brooklyn. But then you like, oh no, this is different.
Yeah.
This is different type of violence. Down there in Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But like
What do
when
you
I go
do
to
out there for fun now in Jersey?
uh
When you're not at the shop or smoking or something?
honestly, man, like I'm a foodie, so I like anything new, any kind, like I'm always looking for new places to eat. But
Yeah.
like for me, like if I'm looking for somewhere to eat, I'm always in the city because I work in Manhattan, so I'll go on like like Instagram is like the worst thing ever when it comes to that because they'll recommend you like 50 million new places to eat at.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's overwhelming for me. That's why I got
yeah,
off of it, man.
yeah. So
When I started going to
like,
college,
yeah,
I got off of like most social media, and then I just went on with like my college like journey, I guess. And then I just kept off for a
oh,
while. Yeah.
because like you know I found this one spot in Chinatown where they're supposed to make the best dumplings in the city.
Oh yeah, I think I've been to a few places down there with
Yeah,
for dumpling. Yeah,
man. Like
and it was
Chinatown
like
is
super cheap. It was like $5 or like five
yeah, yeah,
fifty, some
yeah.
random number. It was good.
I'll tell you this, man.
I've
Chinatown,
been to two places down there that are good dumplings, man.
yeah, man. I love Chinatown.
Yeah.
Love
What's your
Chinatown.
favorite like food like
For
type?
me,
I guess.
honestly, man, it's Peruvian food.
Really,
Yeah, I love Peruvian cuisine is second to none, man.
I like
Love
Thai food, man. Thai food is good.
Thai food's up there, man. Thai food's up there. And of course, like I love I love I love Dominican food. Like
Yeah, I'm
so
just too used to it now, man.
yeah.
It's all
And
the
listen,
same.
like my oldest son, he's half Dominican, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's
over it now, man.
yeah. It's funny, like you know, uh when he came up during the summer, I brought my youngest son back home, and it was just me and him, and I took him up to the Dominican restaurant, and he had the eggs with the mango and the
Yeah,
fried cheese.
the national dish. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying.
I never seen that boy eat that fast in my life.
It's
Yo,
national dish, man.
yo,
I can't do it anymore.
yeah,
Can't do
I
it.
I looked at him, man. I looked at him. I said, your mom don't make this for you. He goes, no. I go, what do you mean your mom? He's like, nah. He was like, I asked her to make it, but she don't make it for me. And I'm like, man, I'm like, your mom is the fakest Dominican I know, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he be destroying it, man. But like I love Dominican food. I love you know, like as far like actually I actually love like Indian food.
yeah.
Like
Indian food is good too. Yeah, I,
Sandra will order Indian food to the shop, man, and
yeah. I like spicy food too.
yeah,
So when I was in Korea, it was the first time I was introduced to like the spicy levels or whatever. And the lady at the Koreans, well, it was in Korea, so every spot is Korean. But
yeah,
the lady was like, "You want it spicy or do you want it spicy, spicy?"
yeah,
I'm like, "Hit me up." And then it was unbearable, so I won't do that again.
yeah. hmm Like I said, he said that mango was like for post workout. Yo, for real, for real, for real, for real. Yeah,
Have you
man.
tried Korean food?
Huh?
Have you tried Korean food?
Oh, listen. So I always got a story about everything. So my dad, he came up, and me and the boys, me him and the boys went to an all you can eat, uh, all you can eat, fucking
Was it a boil or something like that?
nah. It was like a buff like the buffet style, the Korean the street food where they cook the food up
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah, yeah.
oh man, yo, we were there for like 2 hours
You
just
got
to
the little grill on your table and stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah.
good. It's a good spot.
Yo.
Italian food. Italian food is good.
Yes, listen, yo, Skinny. First of all, like I gotta try your Italian food, man. You're playing
Yeah,
games
Italian
over
food is
here,
good.
guy. You
Yeah,
know.
I think there's a place in Manhattan called Pasta Lover that I really like. That's Italian food. The people that work there are Italian. They're not like from a different country or something. That place is good. Italian food is good, but
Yo,
too
so
much pasta for me, I can't do it.
nah, you know what? Like, so, like, the one, like, I love Italian food, but it has to be like because like when you go to Little Italy in Manhattan, that's all that's the fake chain stuff. You have to find
Like the
like the
small stores.
yeah,
Yeah,
small
yeah.
real Italian spot.
The thing is, I don't know how to order when I go to those places. Like they make it
Yeah,
like real Italian sandwiches. I don't.
yeah,
Yeah, I have to go there with a tour or something. I don't know what
yeah.
to order.
But and if I'm uptown, I have to go and get a chopped cheese and
They don't got that down here. I tell you what.
yeah, yeah. So
Mm-mm. They don't even. They don't. They really don't have delis either. Maybe Publix. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, they don't. Nope.
Yeah. But see, but Little Italy in the Bronx is not. It's not the same no more, man. It's not. It's not the same no more, man. Over on Arthur Avenue, it's not the same no more. Like I went over there like about 8 months ago, and like because a lot of those Italians they moved out.
Yeah, the rent
You
was
know.
too high, man. That
Yeah.
rent in Bronx, man, is getting worse and worse.
Well, like it's crazy because like when we were growing up, they didn't have that they didn't have those train stations down by the water,
Mm,
down by in the Bronx, towards like the tip.
yeah,
Now those are all like luxury apartments now, you know, going from like Melrose all the way down now. So like they renovated that whole area.
yeah. It's the college, man. The college. Yeah, for the kids. Yeah.
You know what? Man, I was on Fordham Road on Friday, man. Fordham ain't changed not one bit, man.
I mean, the like Lower Fordham has changed, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've
because
been to Fordham University. Like back there, they have a high school back there. It's like super nice.
yeah,
Like
oh yeah, because they
it's
got because
on a world of its own. It's
yeah.
super nice.
So I went from I got off at the D train, and I had to head to Metro North. So like going from there, and I'm looking back, and I'm just looking around. I'm like, damn, they go to VIM. But the VIM moved from one side of the street to the other because VIM used to be right next to the Burger King
Hmm.
back in the day. I'm just like, damn. I'm like, man, Fordham is still Fordham. Yeah,
Everybody hustling out there.
Fordham used to be the spot, man, because like if like my boy used to go to this one spot, and this is back when throwbacks were big. He used to get throwbacks that you like. How you get like he had like a Gary Payton rookie, uh, like a Gary Payton rookie jersey, like because his first year he won #2 his first year. And I say
Mm,
Payton, like he would get that one. So basically, what he would do is he would go up and just look at basketball cards of players like rookie cards or a time they wore that number like one time, and he would go to his guy and be like, "Yo, I need this," and his guy would go and make the calls, get to connect. And next thing you know, he got that exclusive throwback.
yeah,
He would do that with that. He would do that with Jordans.
yeah. Jordan culture there is crazy, man.
It's
I don't
crazy,
care what I wear now. I don't.
like back like you want to talk about every color of Jordans,
Yeah,
like so like
kind of been into that stuff.
he had purple and white Jordans before they came out. He had green and yellow Jordans. And I'm like, yo, those just never came out. What's this right here?
Yeah,
Yeah. So like it's one of those things, man, where you know, just being in those areas, because like Harlem's not the same no more. I'm pretty sure like you see
yeah,
it's two different worlds now. Like like 125th Street is now like it's literally a dumpster fire.
yeah.
You know, like I remember before, like you go to 125th Street and you be able to get good deals, good like good food, all that kind of stuff. Now you don't want to be caught on there. You don't want to be caught down there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Harlem is it's two way different worlds now, man.
Yeah.
Like Harlem used to be Harlem 116, you know, like and even going down to like 90s. Like I remember going back in the day, like going down to 28th Street.
What's in
Like
28th Street?
that's the wholesale district. That's the wholesale
Oh,
district.
yeah, I got you. I got you.
So like
Man, it's been a while since I've been in New York like that.
so you,
I'm
you
a
go
tourist when I go now, so
yeah, so like you go to 28th Street, and you'll pick up your white tees, and because you'll be getting it in bulk. So you're paying like $3. for like for a pack of 12, t-shirts back. And back in the day, t-shirts was everything. So you get your 5XT, like you and your boy come together, y'all both got $30, and you end up getting 12. You end up getting like like 18 shirts for like for like $60 back in the
Yeah,
day.
I got you.
So
It's not bad.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not no more though. Not no more.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 130 in Lennox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You see, all right. Here's a funny thing. I remember I was in my cousin still live in Crown Heights, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get out of here, man, because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yo, I gotta head all the way back to Jersey. I know I'm not gonna be home until like 4 a.m. so so I'm leaving, and my head's on a swivel. I'm looking back. I'm looking left and right, all around, and I see this little white girl just walking with a backpack, just walking around at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, you're not worried about getting robbed or nothing. And she was just walking through like no problem. Like one of my coworkers, she lived in one of the worst blocks. Like every time I would go visit my uncle over on Schenectady, I would get pressed. Like, yo, where you going? She's like, no, they don't bother me. Like I'll come home like 3 o'clock in the morning. They would open the door for me, let me out and stuff like that. I'm like, what kind of shit is this? Like, yo, if I
I
came
mean,
there,
that's for the best, I guess, but it's good.
yo,
Like,
if I came there at that time, I'm getting pressed. They blocking the door. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to be like, yo, let me, yo, like, yo, what's up? Let me through, man. What's going on?
yeah.
You know. Then they gonna be like, yo, who you here for? It's way different. Everything is different now, man. Everything is different. It's crazy. Uh,
Have you ever been all the way back there to like the Hudson?
no,
That greenway that's back there?
um,
Like if you go 135th Street, you go all the way down, like where the Cotton Club is at. I don't know if they still have active, but it used to be the Cotton Club that's down there. And you keep
mm.
on going. It's the actual Greenway. You could like walk that whole strip all the way downtown or uptown if you wanted to Washington Heights.
Oh, you know what? I've never done that.
You should,
So
man. It's pretty nice.
I remember when because I used to live on 181st Street in St. Nick. So there would be a park over on there was a park over on 191st Street in Fort Washington.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, so we will always walk through that park.
it's like a museum and stuff back there. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's cool. So we will always walk back there, and of course like my son was a baby. He was still in the stroller. So like so we will always just go in and just walk down there. Just to give him for you know just for him to sleep or just get him out the house. Yo, Buzz, yo, whenever you want to come on, man, just DM me at Inomatic, man, and we can set something up for sure. Like this podcast is for everybody, man. It's not like every like my podcast is not it's not always about cigars. It's about everything. It's about life.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
cool. I mean, that's why I
Yeah.
hit you up because I knew you weren't doing podcasts. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but
No, well, you know
I
what?
try to
It
I
was
try to help out, like
yeah. You know what? It
get your
was it was one of those things where it was tough getting guests.
yeah.
Uh, so actually, I'm working on something to get Michael Herslocks on.
Okay,
Yeah, so I'm gonna have him on, and when I'm able to get him on, I'm gonna have a few people with me when I have him
okay,
on. I think I'm gonna see if Johnny OCD can come on, and I'm gonna have Rob come on also because
okay.
Rob is a big drummer. Like Rob is like when it comes to music, Rob is like second to none. He could pick certain shit up,
Yeah,
and you be like, really? So he's one of those guys, man. So and Hertzlock used to be a drummer. So getting those two, together, I think right there will be a great podcast.
Yeah, that's
So
cool. Yeah, I
yeah,
know nothing about music, man.
yeah,
I'm
neither.
just aviation all the way. That's it.
Yeah, you know, like so like when you went into the military, was that the thing that you want to do was do aviation?
No. So I wanted to do something like be a cop or something like that because I was
Yeah,
going to school for criminal justice, and everybody in New York wants to be a cop for some reason. I don't know. Then I started going to school for that, and then I see that you had to like chase people around and like figure out
yeah,
what they do. I'm not about that life. So I went to the recruiter, took my test, whatever, and they gave me the option to be like a MP, be something in computers, and then be aviation. And I'm like, I'm from Harlem, man. I know nothing about aviation. It was like, man, you don't need to know anything. And my recruiter was like, you should take it. And I was like, sign me up. And after that, 10 years later, I've been doing the same. It's not the same thing. I progressed a lot
mhm,
because I used to be a mechanic and now I'm a pilot. So I went from, knowing everything about the aircraft, like in and outs, to like actually flying. And I'm still learning like the
yeah.
flying aspect of it. But yeah, that's it. I fly Apaches too. So
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Wow. So how was that experience flying Apaches?
But flying in general is just helicopters. It's uncomfortable. It's
Mm,
and now it's comfortable, but like it's not a natural feeling because you're I don't know if you drove a motorcycle before, so whenever you move your head, the
yeah,
actual like air, like the motorcycle moves. In the
yeah.
aircraft, if you move your head, it's like you have to disconnect your head, like your body from your hands, because any like small movement, the aircraft moves. So
Mm,
it's pretty touchy, but I love it now. I used to be like the first couple of flights, I was uncomfortable, man. But it's
yeah,
natural, though. Something new. But now, it's a lot. It's my job now, so it's kind of
yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Nice.
different, definitely different than what you do, like what I used to do, which is fix aircraft.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know what? Like, I told my son like because he wants to join the military.
yeah,
So, like if he doesn't get a scholarship for wrestling, he was like, well, as a backup plan, I'll join the military. I said, well, if you join the military, I said, I want you to do either Air Force or Navy, one of the two, and from there you can go and just like you say you do, you either fix planes or you're flying planes
yeah,
because those right there they translate.
yeah, for
Because
sure. I mean, a lot of things translate. It's everything is about opportunities, man. Like
yeah,
I have so many like opportunities to do like this or that. Just
yeah,
take it. Like you know what I'm
yeah,
saying. Everybody's scared about the outcome of things, but nobody
mm,
really knows. Just I
yeah,
just said any opportunity I get, I
yeah,
just try it.
yeah,
And I apply for pretty much anything that's beneficial to me, I think. And if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I guess it wasn't meant to be.
yeah. Like we got one guy from Vegas. He flew for the Navy. I think for 15 years,
Yeah.
and now and once he left the Navy, he got a job as a pilot for an airline.
Yeah, it's super easy transition because
Yeah,
flying is expensive in the army. You do it, I don't
yeah,
say for free, but you do it for free. I mean,
yeah,
it's you don't pay for fuel, you don't pay for instructors, everything is paid for. But obviously, like you do it for as a job. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
don't do it for on your own, so it's kind of good. I like it. I have no
Well, you,
complaints about it.
well, you know what? And the thing too is that people watch like Top Gun, and and they expect that's how it's going to be when you're in the military and you're flying. And it's not like that at all.
Nah, everything is just super like dramatized because of the movies or whatever to make it interesting or whatever. But
Yeah, exactly.
obviously things like that do happen, but not like to that extent, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh wow, but Buster he works in Midtown. Oh, Yeah, so Buzz, you got to come out to Jersey one day, man. Come to the shop and have a cigar, man, with me and Rob, man.
Drummer. Man, I
Yeah,
don't know anything about music. Like playing, like I probably play the piano, maybe a few notes. That's it. But drumming, that's a talent.
yeah,
That's a talent. Tell you what.
yeah. Like it's you know what it, but like a lot. It's actually a few people that own. Like I know Pete Johnson from Charate. Well, whatever. Tatuate is
Hmm.
always butcher that. Always butcher the name of it. But like he was a guitarist. So he went from playing guitars. You know, and you know he went from doing that to to going into cigars, and then I'm trying to think because I'm trying to think if there's anybody else who has like a music background, in the industry.
Yeah.
But it's a few people, but you know it, it's kind of interesting because like I don't think that there's any blenders that or owners that are actual pilots.
Yeah.
So you know.
I try to look up like logos and stuff when I was coming out with my stuff, or like how to compare
Mhm.
the two, how to merge them together. I couldn't find anything, so I guess I'm only one for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but like but you don't have to go overseas anymore, right?
I mean, it just depends on what what your unit's doing, what your mission
Yeah.
is, or whatever. It just depends.
Mm.
Maybe we do someday, or I guess it just depends what rotation they're on. But yeah,
Yeah. Like, well, I feel like now that I'm this is not a political podcast, but now that I feel like since somebody else is in, I feel like the war games are kind of going to slow down a lot.
I got no clue, man. I just do my job every day.
Yeah, that's it. You
That's
know.
it.
Yeah. So like your shifts, like is it 12 hours or is it
So
just on?
in aviation in general, you cannot work more than 12 hours. Like
Okay.
it's illegal to work more than 24 hours. Because if something happens, if you didn't get your crew rest or whatever, it's an FAA rule. You get hemmed up for that. But if you fly for that day, you fly maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours a day. Do
Okay.
your after action, what you did good, what you did bad during the flight, whatever. Because
Yeah.
every flight is not perfect, obviously. But that's it. Like airlines do the same thing. Like after each flight, they'll come back, get a debrief, what they
Yeah.
did, log their hours in, and then study. It's always a study game. It's like the medical field, pretty much. It's always something new to like catch up on.
You know what surprised me a lot was the fact that that they say that you guys can see the turbulence before it happens, so you guys know when turbulence is up and coming.
I guess if it's a cloud, yeah, you can somewhat predict that you're gonna have turbulence and prepare for it. But in reality, you could have like an updraft and the aircraft starts shaking or whatever. But after you start flying for a while, you know what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a natural feeling. Same thing when you're driving a car. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like yeah, you just correct for it.
It's what's so crazy is the fact that you know like back in the day, at least 3 times a year you would hear about a plane having a faulty engine, or this plane went down. And
Hmm.
nowadays you don't hear about really any planes crashing where it was a casualty. you know and I feel
Oh
that's a major improvement.
yeah,
you know,
from an aviation standpoint and also medical standpoint, but I can only talk about aviation. It's
yeah.
like everything is documented, right? So any like things that did happen, you will like read up on it, and then you know what to do if it does happen to you. I mean, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah.
There's this website called I mean, I don't know if I can mention websites, but
No,
If you
yeah,
look
no.
up aviation safety,
Codes, yeah,
events or yeah,
yeah.
you'll come up with the website and you see like things that did happen, and then you expect you read up on it, educate yourself on it, and if it does happen, now you have that in the back of your mind. In case this
Mhm.
happens, do this. Same thing with like the Kobe, like this thing that happened to Kobe Bryant or whatever. Just an experience, really.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Well, like I think the problem is, the problem there was he wasn't supposed to fly. He shouldn't have been flying that.
Yeah, the like pilots have the authority. Like, there's
Yeah,
nobody telling me to fly. If the weather's inconvenient, I don't
yeah,
care who it is, and I mean they know. Like anybody knows it. Like you don't have to fly.
yeah,
You don't have to. If you don't feel comfortable or whatever, explain why you don't feel comfortable, but you don't have to.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
there's nobody pressuring me to fly. Hey, there's no way.
and I think the one thing too is the fact that like it was one of those days where it's like it was super windy, and I don't know how that works as far as with aircrafts when it comes to when it comes to flying.
Yeah.
So like, is it something to where you guys will make sure that you know
So, like, if you find it, any aircraft has its limits when it comes to wind. So, every pilot is educated on the aircraft that they have. It's not like, you get up and get on every car. You know what I'm saying? You have to have like experience in that particular aircraft
yeah.
and be educated in the aircraft. So each aircraft has its like wind limits that you can fly in. And before you take
Uh,
off, you have a brief, right? You have a weather brief.
mm,
And like sometimes before you like land,
yeah,
like at a normal like airliner, they'll tell you winds are calm or winds are coming from the northeast or whatever. You'll hear
yeah,
that, but the pilot's actually like like telling his passengers like the winds for the day, make sure like everybody's tracking or whatever.
yeah.
They just confirm that he got his brief for the
Mm,
weather that day for the landing too.
mm,
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just he wasn't supposed to fly that day. I don't know what happened that day, so
yeah.
can't say. But now that I do have experience, I kind of, I
You understand it,
yeah, I understand it.
and because I just wonder because these big these big CEOs and but and they actually have like in New York City they actually have like a private line of helicopters
Yeah, yeah,
to where you can go and fly from New York to Philly
yeah,
on a
yeah,
helicopter,
hmm
because it's a 45-minute helicopter ride.
yeah.
So and I just wonder like, okay, so like at what time is it bad to fly? In a
And you'll
helicopter.
get a brief. You'll get a weather brief if you're doing like VFR, which is like visual flight rules. You'll get a brief on that. If you're doing IFR, you have to like submit your plan, like your timeline, pretty much where you're gonna be, where at, so the air traffic control is tracking where you're going. That way, if you do come up missing, they know where to start.
So one thing too is can that helicopter take as much wind turbulence as that aircraft?
Depends on the helicopter, man. Some, because like like a paper plane, right? It's like
Yeah,
super light. But if you like
yeah,
do like a bigger construction paper, it probably take long, like more like
yeah,
beating. It
yeah.
depends on the aircraft, really.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. But a
Yeah,
plane can take a lot of turbulence because obviously it's super heavy.
super
So
heavy. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. But still, when it comes to landing, though, that's when it gets a little bit rough. You got to probably abort the land. You've seen those aircraft that come in and then abort at the last minute.
yeah.
Yeah, it's because they have too much wind going from like the left or the right, so they don't
Ah,
want to like be on the air because it
yeah.
probably like like go over. You know what I'm saying? If the wind goes
Exactly.
underneath it, yeah. So
Mm.
they probably have to abort the landing and try to do another pattern and try to come back in. Yeah,
I remember one of the worst. This is just for my one of the worst flights that I've been on. I was going from New York to Dallas, and man, when I tell you that flight was bumpy,
yeah,
it was one of the bumpiest flights I've ever been on.
yeah. That happens. I mean, it just the air isn't perfect, so especially going like through valleys or like things like
Yeah,
that, the mountain holds the air and it goes up, like
yeah,
air travels up. it just moves the air cavity. You really can't compensate for that much. You know what I'm saying? It's not a perfect. It's not a Cadillac on the straight road. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's different. Landing helicopter seems like more finesse. Is yeah, for sure. Landing helicopter, yeah, for sure. Because you have to like look out to like it's not like a car you look up right in front of you. You have to like look out like far enough for so you don't like look at one thing for like fixate yourself fixation on one particular item because you like find points out in the open to keep your eyes on to see if you're stable or not, and then put her down. Some people like at the last minute start dancing or whatever. That used to be me for sure, but
Mm.
definitely. But then I had an IP like a instructor pilot. It was like, hey man, just put her down. And I'm like, okay, and then last minute just drop down the collective all the way down, and you'd be fine.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. So flying a helicopter, it must take years.
yeah. It takes a bunch of hours, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's definitely different.
So do you feel more comfortable in an aircraft or in a car?
Definitely a car. Anybody says a helicopter, I mean, okay, I guess, but a helicopter for a car for sure. But a helicopter is safer in the sense that if you like look out for wires and stuff, and you want to land anywhere, you can land anywhere. Plane, not so much, but helicopter will take off and land anywhere, so it's kind of nice. Yeah, as long as the wind's in your favor, you'd be fine.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. I had an
That's
IP tell me, instructor pilot was like, "Hey man, aircraft, helicopter is like the safest aircraft you could be in because you can land and take off from anywhere." I'm like, I
wow.
don't think so. Yeah. John, what's up, man?
What's going on,
You,
John? Yeah, John from North Carolina, but he's originally from Staten Island.
oh, North Carolina. I think Fort Bragg is in North Carolina.
Mm.
Yeah, I've been there.
I see. I think he's super close to Fort Bragg in
Yeah,
North Carolina.
yeah.
Yeah,
I drove into there a bunch of times, and Myrtle Beach too. I've been to Myrtle Beach like once
yeah.
or twice.
I went to Myrtle Beach. Well, I've been there twice now because my son he lives in Sumter, South Carolina.
Okay,
So like when I pick him up, that's like the closest airport to him,
okay.
like
South
major
Carolina
airport.
Airport. It's pretty small airport. It's pretty small airport there.
Yeah,
I remember.
you know
Atlanta
what?
though. Atlanta Airport. That
That's
yeah.
it's
If you have a
ridiculous.
layover there, if you don't make it, you not make it.
Yeah. What they say is it's the busiest hub in the U.S.
Yeah, I can see
And
it.
I would think that it would be like I always think it would be New York, but that would be like the busiest hub in
I
the
mean, it's
U.S.
middle. If you think about it, it's middle of America, like
Yeah.
middle, like east of America, which is like closest to European countries and stuff. So I guess I could see it why that would be because you could go to California straight flight from there. You go to Washington straight flight from there. I can see it.
Well, yeah, well, and also too, like you would think about you know like you would think everybody would want to come into New York and not come into Atlanta because
Yeah,
like can you imagine having flying in from Germany, having to go to Atlanta and connect to your next flight to wherever your destination is supposed to be?
yeah. I mean, they're built for that too. I mean, they have the train there. You could like go from whatever terminal to whatever terminal. So it's kind of nice.
Mhm.
It says hour and a half from Bragg. We went down there for a beach. A few. Yeah, Bragg is nice.
Yeah.
I like it. It's not bad. I never been stationed there, but Bragg seems like a nice place to go. Peace 914. Yeah,
Always 914 is always in the motherfucking house, man. You know, like you know, like us not us, you know, so you boys like to call us upstate New York.
yeah,
Even though we 5 minutes from y'all, you go nah. Once you pass the Bronx, you upstate because because I grew up in the Rochelle. I was like, It's like, oh, you grew
Past
up upstate.
Yonkers, man. Past
Yeah.
Yonkers, you're upstate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
see,
sure.
you see. Like, see, for us, it's always like once you get past White Plains, you're upstate.
Yeah.
Because like, cause we're so close. Like for me, it's like I drop like in 5 minutes. I'm in Co-op City in 5 minutes.
Yeah, Cop City, yeah.
Like I'm in Co-op City in 5 minutes, and then so it's like for me, I'm like, nah, like how am I upstate New York if I'm right next to the Bronx?
Yeah.
So and then from there, like to get to 125th, it's 20 minutes to get to 125th. So
When was the last time you went up there to Club City? They have a new the Korean place at that
yeah,
mall, man.
I haven't been to Co-op City in years. And my best friend he lives in Co-op City. Haven't.
Whatever that mall is up there, they have that new Korean place up there.
Well, you know what? His birthday is coming up soon, so I need to skip.
Yeah, they have
Like,
good reviews too. I do reviews like Google reviews. Definitely look it
yeah,
up. There you go. But yeah, the reviews are good. The reviews are
man.
good.
Yeah, what's up, Ben?
What's up? Good
Yeah,
to meet you too, man.
see, Ben has it. Ben has it good, man. Because right now it's only 10 o'clock where he's at right now. He's on the West Coast.
Okay, okay. Well, what part? Like California?
I think Ben is down in the San Diego area, I believe.
Okay.
Uh, that was the best thing about being in Vegas was I woke up on a Saturday at like 9 o'clock and football was on, like college football was on. I was like, oh, this is the life. Like I
People
could
in New
just
York City though, they don't follow college football like the people
yeah.
in the
Well,
South.
well, we don't have teams up here. Who we got? Rutgers and Syracuse.
Yeah, Columbia too. Columbia's there too.
Yeah, but Columbia is Ivy League, so that football is terrible.
Yeah,
You know,
not
so
good.
like so all we have is Rutgers and Syracuse. Syracuse is way upstate New York. Syracuse is like 5 hours away. So
Yeah,
we don't have we don't have the local schools.
San Diego.
Yeah. You been out there to San Diego to the base out there?
No, I haven't been to California or like Nevada or those places down. Like from Texas to California, I have not been. But I've been to,
Really?
yeah, I have not been. But I've been to like Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, all those places up there. Like Northern America, I've been, but like lower, like East Coast America, I have not been.
Yeah. How is Idaho?
Idaho's pretty mountainous. It's pretty nice. People are nice. Idaho's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Idaho's nice.
Hey Ben, you know what? I'm I'm gonna I'm gonna join Peter's birthday just to tell Peter to go fuck himself. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna join his birthday to tell
Well,
Peter to go.
who's Peter?
The Cigar Collective.
Oh, okay. I never met him.
Oh
But
well, okay. You know what? Because you're not on IG. That's why. Yeah. So
okay, okay,
yeah. Now Peter's great people, man. I love Peter, man. He's
okay.
great people, But you know, so they asked. I don't know if you heard of it, but they host the show Cigars Unbanded.
Oh yeah, I see it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Peter is the Cigar Collective on that one.
Okay, I got you. I seen it a few times.
Those guys are good, man. Him
Yeah.
him Felipe and got uh, how do I forget people's names, and it's crazy.
Uh, I
Because
mean,
I
you
know.
meet a lot of people every
Yeah.
day. If you're at
Well,
the shop, so that's probably why.
I forgot the name of Peter's shop that he goes to in CT. Roger. How do I forget Roger?
No.
Because because Roger's the funniest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Roger's hilarious. The
Uh,
working man cigar, man. Well, Mike, yeah.
when you coming down to Florida again?
I'm hoping to come down in January. Because my
Okay.
I'm smoking a silver John. Yeah, like I need to go and well, no, I'm sorry about that. Now, so I'm going down there for my son's wrestling meet. I
Okay.
think the weekend of January 10th. I'm supposed to be going down there to see him,
Okay.
and yeah, so I'm really uh uh but Buzz, I don't know which one Peter goes to. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, if you're in like, if you ever end up being here somewhere in Alabama, just let me know.
Yeah,
Stop by or
Alabama.
whatever.
Yeah, you know
And I
what?
mean, I don't know why would you, but
Yeah,
if you
well,
are, you're invited, man.
yeah, yeah, for real,
Yeah.
for real. Like, what would be the reason to be down in? Like well, I don't know if Danny's on, but my boy Danny Nipper, he's from Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I
from
wonder what
there.
part. I wonder what part of Alabama.
Yeah,
Makes a
yeah,
big difference.
yeah. It's one of it's one of those things like you would love everybody would like to hit all 50 states just to say
Oh,
I
I'm gonna do it.
yeah
I'm gonna do
well,
it. I'm
well,
close. I got like what, like Arizona, Nevada, California, Texas, and New Mexico, I think. And I
yeah,
think I'm done.
really
Yeah,
wow.
I've been to
You know,
pretty much every state, pretty much.
you know what I would say this like you know it's very hard for me to really enjoy other states just because like I'm so tri-state that it's like I
Yeah,
go there.
it's yeah, I understand. I try to get my mom to like just leave like New York
Yeah,
City for like at least a week or two, like come down and
yeah,
visit. She won't do it.
no, because it's that hustle and bustle of New York, man. You need that.
Yeah,
It's that I call it a toxic the toxic energy of New
yeah,
York.
yeah. I get
Yeah,
it, but you have to travel, man.
yeah,
America's amazing. Like Yellowstone, you get to see
yeah.
Yellowstone. That'd be pretty cool. Denver, Colorado, man. The
Yeah.
views out there are so nice.
That's what I hear, man. You know what? Like I don't know if you're big into college, but everybody talks about Dion leaving Colorado, and
Yeah,
I go, he's not going nowhere, man. It's because it's beautiful out there.
man. Colorado's nice.
Colorado is beautiful. So
Yeah,
I'm like he's not. I don't see him going nowhere. Just because it's so nice and it's beautiful out there.
yeah, but the money talks, man. Money
Oh,
talks.
apparently he bought. I think they said he bought like 15 acres out there of
Yeah,
land. And his kids will get out there, and also too he gets to so everything Colorado has prime. So he's able to brand himself.
yeah,
So it's not so Colorado football is basically like like when you think of Colorado, you think of him because like he's able to customize everything to where it's prime.
yeah.
So you know, like Dion is able to you know, most schools what he wants to do, most schools won't let him do as far as like the shades.
Mm,
Because if you notice he's on the sidelines, he's wearing shades.
yeah.
He's wearing shades, he's doing this,
He's the one
he
that goes against the grain. I mean, I'm all
exactly
with it. I'm all with it.
yeah. So he's able to monetize off of that.
Yeah,
So if he goes to Alabama, he can't do that.
no,
He so if you go like he so when he got hired, the AD said we don't have the money for him, but we'll find it. Within the second he touched campus, this ticket sold out.
yeah,
You know, enrollment went through the roof. So he improved enrollment at Colorado by like 30%, like 30-40%, something crazy.
yeah,
So, like the numbers went through the roof once he came on campus. And now, like Colorado is like the place to be.
yeah. Colorado in general, like the state, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
I will, you know what? Like my best friends they went to Denver back in, I would say maybe 10 years ago.
Mm,
And that's when Yeah, like that's when they first legalized weed.
Mm,
So they went out there and were wilding out and didn't know how to do anything. Yeah, actually, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, you know, Lawrence and Curtis are down in Alabama.
okay.
Yeah, and I think Lawrence is the big Auburn fan, man. So
Yeah,
yeah, I got
I've been to
I,
Auburn a few times, but hey, it's not bad. It's not
I
bad.
gotta I gotta DM Lawrence and bust his chops about Auburn.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Auburn is not that bad.
have you been to Tuscaloosa?
No, it's too far. Too far for me,
Mm,
man. I mean, I would go like one day, but right now it's too far.
mm.
Yeah,
How was it 5 hours or
it's like
4 hours?
5, 6 hours. Yeah, something like that.
What?
Yeah, I'm like lower Alabama, like super low,
Damn.
like Alabama, like
Wow.
like 30 minutes away from Florida, Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that's where Danny grew up at, like close, like right on the border of Florida and Atlanta.
yeah.
I mean,
Man,
Florida.
I don't know. I don't know what part, but yeah, it's not that far.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn, ask myself. That's the worst.
Yeah,
That's, that's like the worst feeling ever. Yeah. So yeah, man. So when you're not smoking cigars, you're not flying. Like,
yeah.
what do you do besides like when you're not flying, traveling, smoking? What do you do?
I do like home hobbies, like building like tables or like normally I do have like an extra car to like fix up or something because I'm
Okay.
a mechanic. So
Yeah.
normally
Okay.
I'll have like a Jeep or something to fix up, but I don't really have that down here yet.
Okay.
I haven't found the project yet, but normally I have an extra project to work on.
All right.
But most of the travel, I just drive anywhere really and just figure out a new spot, whatever.
Yeah. Like now, do you do woodwork? Like as far as like,
No, I'm not
oh,
that good. I do like probably like painting or like I'm trying to
okay.
build a concrete like coffee table for the outdoors. Probably do that.
Nice.
Doesn't seem that hard to do, but woodworking and stuff, nah, it's too much work.
Mm,
I'd rather work with concrete than work with wood.
mm,
Yeah. So pretty much
yeah.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Mostly travel though. I definitely travel a lot.
it says are the vibes cool down there in Alabama?
I mean, yeah, everybody's pretty chill for the most part. I don't see fights like I do in New York City. So yeah, everybody's
Oh
cool. This is a family, like a family state, I guess. Like even like McDonald's have like a family menu. You know what I'm saying like promoting family menus and stuff like that. Sunday everything closes. Like it's a
wow.
pretty it's a pretty good place to raise a family, I guess.
What's crazy is the fact that crazy shit I ever seen. I was on the train. Well, I've seen a lot of crazy shit on the train, especially on the MTA, and
Yeah,
especially riding that damn two train, the 205 train. You already know how that
yeah,
happens. So, but the craziest thing I ever seen on NJ Transit, I'm going to work one day, and these two guys are fighting to get on the train. They're bumping each other,
yeah. I'm not.
and the guy they turn and they go face to face, and the one guy goes and just punches the other guy. Boom! It goes. He punches him, and then the guy goes, "Goddamn white boy!" He goes, and the guy goes, "What was that?" And I'm just like, "Dude, lock this dude up! Like, what's going on here? Like,
Yeah, that doesn't happen here, man.
yeah, like I'm like, yo, lock this dude." And then the guy, like, of course, like he ran off the train, like dipped before anything, before anybody seen anything, before they caught him. And then
Yeah,
like I seen the guy again like 3 weeks later at the train station. Like,
yeah.
so I made sure I avoided him.
People normally in the South, like
Yeah.
uh, great, grab incredible bourbon, see if you find Rebecca Creek. Probably
Ooh.
try it out.
Okay.
I
All
have to,
right.
I have to definitely, you know, educate myself on bourbon because I haven't found the right
Yeah.
one. But I got some good names today. I'll probably hit up the store probably later on if it's
Like
not
yeah,
closed.
Well, I would say this, man. Like, price when it comes to bourbon, price point
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't.
matter. Yeah,
Yeah,
price doesn't matter when it comes
I
to
don't go for
bourbon.
the hype. I don't go for like the allocated stuff. It's too much work, man.
Yeah, so like price point does like you can get a great bottle for under $50.
Yeah,
You know, that could be like your normal pour.
yeah.
So yeah, but yo, Sosa, I'm gonna end it here
All
at
right,
and a half. You
I got
know,
you.
and I'm gonna be heading to the shop to watch the football games with the guys. Well, like Sanj isn't there today, but you met Patty.
Yeah, I did. Patty's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah, Patty will be there.
I got
Pat will
you.
be there. So Pat, and a few other guys. We got like a little Sunday crew. So
Okay.
yeah, man. Listen. I appreciate you guys so much for joining and watching this podcast. Um, Next Friday, I have something set up with Matt, the Sober Cigars. So join me and Matt on Friday at 7. Yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Sosa, anytime you want to come back on, listen, the
I
floor
mean,
is
you
yours.
tell me. If you need like if you have an open slot or whatever, I'm down for whatever.
I'm always
Just hit me
open,
up.
man. And also too, man, if you want to just have a smoke together, text me like, yo, what are you doing? And all right, yo, I'll set up a link and we'll just have a video call, whatever, man. And
I
we'll just
got
have a
you.
smoke together, man. You know, so so listen, man. This is not an occasion now. We boys now, man.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah,
that talks
yeah.
like this is not just a one off now.
Yeah, I
That's
got
number.
you.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah, just hit me up whenever. I mean, you got
yeah,
my number,
I
so
will,
just
I
hit me up
will, I
whenever.
will, I will, man. But Sosa,
Oh,
thank you for coming on, man.
yeah, no
Hey,
problem.
give his YouTube channel a subscribe at the social, the social. I'm getting tongue.
The cigar social.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah,
Thank you, because you see,
yeah,
I'm getting tongue tied
yeah, I got you. It's early,
there.
man. It's early. I get it.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. But until then, you guys know the vibes, Ray. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace,
Peace,
baby.
man. Have a good one.
Peace. All right. Hey, Buzz, DM me. All right. DM me at Inomatic. All right. Take care, guys. I got to end the stream.